Hello and good evening. Hello and good evening. Okay, that's working. I figured since today is Valentine's Day, maybe we can woo an anime boy. Let's catch some beachies. Let's do it. Let's do it. But first, we'll wait and see if anybody comes in. If not, I'm gonna start playing. Right now, I'm gonna light a cigarette. Get all comfy and situated. But look how pretty they are. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're just gonna start anyway. Oh, we're gonna play this one. Because that's like the original. Look how pretty the art is. I played this game a few times. I beat it all. I did all the routes on the Vita. Oh, Cardia, sorry. A poisonous girl. But the art is beautiful. Like, look at all that. Harold's Random Videos. Hello and good evening. Look at all the cute anime boys. They're adorable. Oh, Saint Germain. Oh, better now. I got beachies and bud. I'm good. And how you doing? This game is called Code Reliaze. And it's a visual novel. Okay. And we are Jilly. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay. And you can get this game on Steam, I believe, but I'm playing it on the PS5. I bought it for the PS4, but I also own it on the PS Vita. Let's see, who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Loved by no one. Needed by no one. If my existence holds no meaning, then why am I here? I could hear my father's voice. He has a gentle, peaceful voice. No, it's a role-play. Well, yeah, a role-play game. But, do you know what a harem is? Because it's a reverse harem dating simulator that has some story and plot. His hands, big and strong. His touch is so comforting. But oh, Daddy says no boyfriends for us. We must stay in our room. Rude? He just called his own daughter a monster. 6 years later. (1853). Okay, we all know what binoculars are, right? I don't know how well you guys can see the text, but I'll read the main character's parts and their inner thoughts, and I'll let the voice acting happen, and we can read it together. These men had been lying here and hiding on the bare plain for 5 days already. While sitting, he takes his small device from his pocket and holds it up. He looks at it doubtfully. Now I'm going to move closer to the TV. A group of soldiers appear in the binoculars' view. The first man nods and continues to study the situation. 4 military automobiles, 1 escort transport, about 20 soldiers in total. And just their luck, one of the vehicles is carrying hunting dogs. Man who appears to be the commander is the lead automobile. And from the way he looks around, he won't be easy target. It's a huge unit. It could be trouble, but okay, let's see what Twilight is. Twilight, special task force within the British government. Its main goal is to gather information. Although it has many agents working for it, its existence is kept a secret to the general public. The royal family, a lineage of the British Empire family with a long history. The present Queen Victoria is a descendant of the Hanoverian dynasty. He tosses the binoculars aside and prepares. With that, the man runs into the darkness. He will reach his target. Oh, what a pretty house! That's not good. The darkness makes it easy to run, but hard to track. The captain returns to the soldier's parting salute, then turns to the abandoned-looking building that stands before him. Through the malicious search, he found his located mansion hidden in the forest. The initial reports have so far been correct. He is not eager to complete this mission. A search and capture operation such as this does not normally fall under his purview. Okay, so just going to tell us a little bit about Lionheart. The title granted to one who has performed a great accomplishments for the nation. This gives one bragging rights over one's neighbors, unless of course they're also knights. Okay, so he's a hotshot. The men under the command are the Royal Guard, protectors of the Queen Alexandria Victoria, supreme ruler of Britain. Their current mission is to protect Queen Victoria as she travels to Wales for an inspection tour. However, he received a message through his ether communication device. Came from Finis, the British military's technical advisor who holds authority governmental research projects. Capture the monster that hides within the mansion in Wales. It may be already dead. If so, quickly dispose of the body. However, there is a chance that it still lives. It must be captured at all costs. Shortly after this message was sent, a device was delivered that could supposedly detect the monster, quotations, along with the instructions. This mission is probably a little important to Finis. If it had been Finis who would have had sent one of his pawns from his special task force, Twilight, to carry out it instead. There is just little information. What is this monster? The creature's touch can cause flesh to melt and fall away. Is this meant to be taken literally? Perhaps it is some figure of speech? Lionheart asked for clarification multiple times, but Finis never responded. There is no use in brooding over it. Oh, that's his part. Lionheart brings his thoughts back to the present and focuses on the task at hand. Shout out to the floor! When he sees that his troops are prepared, Lionheart gives a small nod. The doors are quickly kicked down, and the soldiers and dogs rush into the dimly lit interior of the mansion. Lionheart follows his men inside. The soldiers quickly spread out, and soon they have taken over the mansion. So far, no monster has been found. How long has this building stood empty? The walls are rotting in the humidity, and the shafts of the moonlight are filled with dust. The dogs, as if sensing an unseen danger, have not stopped growling the entire time. As Lionheart steps forward, the small device meant to detect the target emits a sharp sound. The captain gathers a few of his soldiers as to follow the device, which squeals as he stands in front of a particular door. He switches the device off and slips it into his pocket, then motions to the gun-wielding troops, who take positions nearby. He prepares himself to face the monster that awaits them on the other side, then gives a signal to break down the door. The soldiers smash through and rush inside. The skylight lets in some light, but the moon has ducked behind another cloud. However, he can sense tension in the room. A strange atmosphere fills the air. The room is packed with dolls. The dim light, the sheer number of them, is unsettling and rather cute. The shadow of the person can be seen sitting in the chair in the center of the room. No, this game is not free, and I don't think it'll ever be free. The shadow doesn't move even when the soldiers surround it, guns drawn. Either this person is very brave or the message suggested. Is it dead? One of the soldiers approaches the chair. The shadow slowly raises its head. At that moment, the clouds part, letting in light into the room. long glossy hair. Melancholy eyes slowly open. Her flawless skin and symmetrical face more than resemble a doll's. Her clothing is strange, seeming more like decoration than fashion. Everything about her seems oddly mystical. The girl blinks once slowly. Her blank eyes take in her surroundings. At this simple action, Lionheart hears himself and the others gasp involuntarily. This beautiful girl, lit from above by the soft moonlight, like an ethereal creature. She must be a monster. I caught it on sale for like $40, but it's only a $50, $60 game. Sometimes you can find it on sale cheaper, but you have to look out for the sales. I hear voices. The voices of many people. None of them are my father. Why do they wake me? I wanted to stay in my slumber forever. I wanted to stay with my dreams forever. Monster. Yes. I am a monster. I know that sound. A dog's growl. I've heard it before. Dogs were chasing me. They were growling and barking, trying to bite me, trying to eat me, to kill me. They were so much faster than me. The dogs. The large dog barks loudly and leaps on me. Stop. I protested weakly in a scratchy voice, but the dog has me pinned in my chair. Its teeth tear through my clothes and pierce the skin of my shoulder. I can feel my blood flow from the wound. In the next moment, the dog yelps and jumps back. As he speaks, something happens. The dog's mouth begins to melt. Like mud, it begins to drip and fall away. The dog's head and neck begin to crumble and the oozing mass of flesh fizzles. The dog drops to the ground. It writhes in agony for a short time, then stops moving. Why? Because it touched my skin. Because of a tiny drop of my blood. Just looking at the misshapen corpse makes me feel awful. It died because of me. The men around me tear their gaze free from the mess and back away, still surrounding me. $40 isn't bad, but this game has been out for a long time, so I think it should come down in price. Maybe it has, I haven't looked. Fear and confusion, doubt and anxiety. It's just as before. It's very scary, but somewhat familiar. Well, you know what? At least Leonhard is a little bit of a gentleman. I kind of respect that. Hey, you should never point your weapons at a lady. I agree. One of the soldiers cries out. I remain seated in my chair, but I look up to meet the speaker's eyes. The leader approaches me and gently kneels down, putting his face at my level. Little Miss Monster. His gentle but firm tone leaves no room for argument. After a brief pause, I nod. I stand without another word and leave my room behind. I have no reason to resist. How many years have I been staying here? The people are so tense. I see fear in their eyes. They see me as something foreign. I wonder if these people will kill me. If that is why they have come here, so be it. I had reservations, but I'm not scared. That poor dog. It shouldn't have been that way. The dog should have killed me. Horseless carriages cut their way through the quiet of the night to meet us. They tie my hands and mold me into one. I stare up through the window at the sky. I have no interest in where they are taking me or what will happen to me there. If I'm going to be killed, I feel oddly relieved to think this. But I only have one regret. Just one. I wish that I had. It all happened so suddenly. A crash and flash cut through the night. The car ahead of us flips over and rolls over on the road. The carriages. We are in screeches to a halt before we hit the overturned car ahead. The car behind us tries to swerve, but tips over, crashing into us from behind. The stricken vehicles block us in. Everyone's riding us, draws their guns, and exits the car. A voice rings out in the night. I turn to see where the soldier is pointing. There is someone standing there. I see a figure silhouetted by the moon. A thin body wrapped in formal attire with a top hat perched on his head. Now, if you guys are watching this, look at the top of the screen. See that silhouette? Does that not give you Tuxedo Mask vibes? Oh, Tuxedo Mask. Anyways, that's not Tuxedo Mask, but still. Oh, okay. A walking stick in his hand and looks as if he's about to attend a masquerade ball. Because he's hot. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But why? Strangely, nothing about this scene strikes me as out of place. His cloak flutters in the wind as he stares down at us. I love English. The name is Lupin! Dashing gentleman thief. Known as a dashing gentleman thief, Lupin is a master burglar famed throughout Paris for his brilliant artistic crimes, his non-violent methods. Lupin, as the man standing above us shouts his name, I feel it carving into my heart. She saw him and went, "Babu!" Paris, oh, he's France. He's from France. He's French. A man calling himself Lupin looks at me. I feel his piercing gaze through his mask. Mademoiselle. I stare at him silently. Oh, he's so dapper and debonair. Like, my purpose for being out here on this night is you, dear lady. Take me away? The shadow dances jerkily as the soldiers open fire. Many of them must have hit. The shadow collapses to the ground. I'm holding my breath. That man Lupin, did he really die just now? He's like, just kidding! I didn't die. He sits up howling with laughter. Before the soldier can say any more, Lupin's body erupts into a bright light, blinding me with its glare. At the same time, a series of explosions rocks the ground. The carriages around us are in a disarray. The captain's clear voice and reason have no effect on the men. The smoke from the explosion does not clear, but continues to thicken around us. Soon it's difficult to see. The soldiers shout in confusion. Suddenly, a shadow appears before me. I almost cry out, but the man raises his fingers to his lips. He grins and holds out his hand. Oh! No, don't touch me, please. You'll die from the poison. Yes, but and he shoots us away. He suddenly pulls me by the arm. He pulls me with a compelling strength that his slender frame has. For a moment, I fear he will melt as I stare at him in terror. But yes. He looks at me with an excited smile, a smile that seems totally unfitting for the current situation. Oh, he's got that cheeky smile, look at it. Oh, he's a bad boy because he's a thief, right? He's dapper, and he's a smooth talker, and he's French. Humana. I love these games. They're so freaking cheesy. He talks and he pulls me straight beside him and looks about us happily. The what? I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, I saw what you did there. Amazingly, Lupin's voice sounded exactly like the Captain Lionheart. The real captain shouts out through the smoke. I don't know who's watching this, but thank you. I look at the smoke still rising behind us as we rush through the moonlit grass. The only thing I feel now is Lupin's arms holding me through my clothing. I don't know how far we ran. Before I knew it, we were on a track in the forest. Don't you think he's a dapper son of a gun? Check him out. I mean, I know he's a dude, but... Lupin stretches and looks up at the night sky. I follow his gaze. How long has it been since I last stared at the stars? Not just through the window in my room, but in the fresh air. The wind brushes against my cheek. Even though I've seen this so many times, to be bored with it, now it feels so beautiful. Lupin appears to be shaking as he focuses on the sky. What's the matter? Lupin?
連中顔見たかよ。王室のこの絵聞いて当てるぜ。
隊長である私を見抜けないとは。それでもお前たちはこの衛兵かって見事にハマってよ。なあ、お前もそう思わ。
逃げるとどこかいたのか。どこがいたの。隠す必要はないから言ってみろ。
Aww. He was like, are you hurt? You can tell me. Aw, that's sweet. I shake my head. It's not pain, it's sadness. I was ready for death, but here I am. I can't touch anyone. I'm a monster who hoots anyone around me. My life serves no use to anyone. Who are you? Lupin bows if he's on stage. Oh my god, the swoon! The swoon. I have come to steal your heart. I love how fucking mushy this is. This is awesome. My heart? A wish? My heart responds to his words. I've realized I most desire, a wish tucked deep within my heart, that I forbade myself to ever think of. It bubbles up into my mind. Slimming! Happy Singles Awareness Day! And happy Valentine's Day! So we're reading a visual novel, and this man right here that we're looking at, he is smooth. He is smooth. Not once in my entire life I resigned myself to a life like that came into terms with it long ago. As my father said, I would be alone forever. But I want to touch you. I want to feel you, your warmth. The words tumble out before I could stop them. He stares at me seemingly deep in thought. Is it impossible? Lupin smiles confidently. He kneels down and takes my hand and smiles. Oh. You see what I mean? He's so smooth with his talking. Humana. But to catch you up real quick, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, our character, the main character, she is poisonous. She touches people with her bare skin and it melts them. And she was locked away in a mansion, and the government tried to steal her, but Mr. Lupin over here stole us away. The moon shines brightly up above. Oh, how beautiful it is. How have I never seen it this way before? Cutscene or musical entry. Maybe they'll just prologue. I don't remember. Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth. A poisonous girl. Arsene Lupin. We have Abraham Van Helsing. Chapter 1, London Steam. I had a dream. I had a dream. Okay. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago. When I awoke, Father was gone. I have no other memories, and I don't even know who or what I am. But this doesn't sadden me. He had left a note for me at the mansion. It had a number of rules written on it. Never leave this mansion. I will come back for you, I promise. Lastly, it said this. You must never break these rules, no matter what. If you do, nothing but misfortune will come, because you are a monster. This to happen. People chased me and called me a monster. I even brought misfortune down upon those who have accepted me and tried to love me. And since then, I have kept myself shut in the room for a long, long time. Because I am a monster. Until the day I die, I must sit right there and wait for Father to return. That is what I believed. Next morning. The sound of birds chirping slowly raises me from my dream into consciousness. I feel a gentle breeze blowing. I'm not in that room anymore. That comforting yet lonely cradle. It comes back to me. Lupin took me away. I open my eyes and see the field of grass stretching as far as the eye can see. There's Mr. Hanson. Oh, jeez. Now he's being full of himself. It's not that. I woke up and you were right in my face. It was something of a shock. You were too close. You're dressed differently too. That was a little unexpected. You look like a different person.
そいつは結構。俺はお前を気づかなかったな。
You did? Why? And why is that? What do you mean? Lupin lays a cloth down over the grass and places a basket on it. Lupin places a sunny side-up egg on a piece of toast and hands it to me. I haven't shared a meal with another person in a while. This is all so new. He takes a bite of his toast and then looks over at me. He tilts his head as if noticing something for the first time. Yes, I can eat. I bring the toast up to my mouth and take a bite. Chew and swallow. I shrug. It starts to become mushy right away. Because of her poison, she doesn't have to really chew much. But I can taste it, and this is very good. I feel the flavor spread through my mouth. After one bite, I couldn't stop. I had forgotten what it was like to eat for so long, and delicious food has a way of bringing happiness. Yes. Num num num. I saw my current mouthful and asked again. How do you know my name? Study up? How did you find out about me? Why did the government have information about me in secret files? This is just one of my many questions I have, but I need to know about this man. So, you really are a thief? An amazing thief? I wonder what the difference is between thief and robber. So he has like a Robin Hood Robin Hood complex. Okay. Thief and justice seems to be a contradiction. His answer doesn't really make sense to me, but I nod and turn my attention back to my food. Sitting here in the warm sunlight, the meal becomes entrancing. The taste of the egg with Lupin's cheery voice is somehow very soothing. Once I collect my thoughts, I take a better look at Lupin as he eats his egg on toast. I have another question. That's the second time we've had this conversation. This man, it's amazing how much confidence he has. That's not it. Those men, the ones from yesterday, were they trying to take me? Horror what him? Lupin becomes very serious. His daughter, you mean? I don't know anything about my father. Do you know him, Lupin? I stare at him in surprise, and he looks back at me with some surprise as well. I can only remember 2 years of my life. Yes, I woke up in the mansion 2 years ago. All I knew is that I had to wait there, that Father would come for me. And yet, I broke the rules and he laid down for me once in the past. I still regret it. Lupin looks at me questioningly and I speak up again. Even though I don't remember much, I do know some things. I read the books that were there in the mansion, but... I was waiting for Father all that time. He's the only thing I have. Please, Lupin, I want to know more about my father. He looks at me for a while and nods. I shake my head. Prometheus? Revolution of society. I think I read about that in a book. Was it called the Neo steam engine? One of Isaac's inventions is a machine pulled in the United Kingdom into unparalleled era of technological progress and military expansion.
発明と軍拡の時代へといただく。英国の軍事技術顧問となったアイザックは、強力な新兵器を数々開発するとともに、飛行都市ロンドンの建設に着手するも、
Still London. Capital city of England, this city was redesigned by the scientific genius Isaac into a massive I can pronounce words. It is the accumulation of British military and industrial might, boasts and the greatest defensive capabilities in the world. Okay.
自らの地位を公認に託した後、ある日から突然と姿を消した。
This all seems like a story about a faraway land and doesn't sound real. That man is really my father? I shake my head. Lupin seems a little disappointed, but sighs. My father's will. All this information is flooding into my head, and I feel a little bit dizzy. I must look very serious because Lupin smiles if I too lighten the mood.
いきなりいろいろ話しても理解できねえだろ。また機会を見て何度でも話してやるから少しずつ分かっていけばいい。さて、今度は俺が質問する番だぜ。
I'll answer what I can.
お前の体に心臓に埋め込まれてるんじゃ欲しい。それは本当だ。
I nod. It's true, there's a gem embedded into my body. I start to undo my clothing to show him. A strange gem, it gleams on my chest like a beating heart. A glowing blue crest spreads across my chest, with a gem in the center. The horologram, or holorogilium, is shaped like a flower. A beautiful gem embedded in the heroine's chest. Not even she knows why it's there. A large blue gem shaped like a rose spreads across my chest, piercing my skin in places. I have no idea what the effect of the stone has on my body, but I have to consider that the poison in my body has something to do with this gem. I don't know anything about this. Other people don't have it. Only me. What is it? I want to know too. And what's that? Why? Lupin turns away. Etiquette. I've read about that in the Mansions books. Etiquette is one of the utmost importance in how men and women interact. I see, so having my shirt off is improper. Yeah. my clothing back on and sit up. Is this better?
ああ、いい。俺が紳士だったからよかったの。そうじゃなかった。
I'm sorry.
別に怒ってるわけじゃない。紳士だねってのもいいの。
Lupin inhales sharply and then turns to me with something of a puzzled expression. Is that something I should ask you?
普通気にならねえ。これからどうなるか。
I think for a moment. It really doesn't matter. A thief with a heart of justice is somewhat odd too.
話が合うかもしれないな。そういうことなら話は早い。俺の後ろはロンドンだ。これからそこに行くぞ。
London? You mentioned that before. What is Steel London? I told you I never left the mansion. A city of steam? I can't imagine such a thing. I have a question. Why did you want to capture me? Are you afraid of the horologium too? I can never pronounce that. My father's plans? I'm sorry, I can't do that. What happens to me doesn't matter. But I don't want to let my father down by breaking the rules he's set for me. I was told to stay in the mansion and wait for father to return. I hurt people. That's why I need to be kept away from everyone. This poison, it hurts and kills anything it touches. That's why I must stay there. That is why my father said in his note. But
探しに行ける場所はねえよ。あの屋敷にいたら軍隊に引っかかれる。
Those men, they feared me and called me a monster. Lupin is much better than those men. I haven't known him long, but I can tell.
ロンドンには貴族専用の透明なイカ連中が山ほどいる。その毒とやらもなんとかなるかもしれない。
I didn't expect to hear that. I'll make sure it happens.
お前の願いが叶える。だが、そのためにも、お前には協力してもらうぜ。これからしばらくは、俺のそばにいてもらう。それが交換条件。
Lupin extends his hand to me. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? First, let's make a safe point. I nod hesitantly and take his hand. I feel a strong grip through my gloves. When I see his smiling face, I feel warmth in my chest, like a wind blowing into my heart. For who? I'm cute? Lupin smirks and bows deeply. Lupin's voice is both serious and formal, and I nod meekly in reply. I hear the sound of machinery from afar. Maybe those soldiers from last night have found us after all. I stiffen up. Lupin pats me lightly on the shoulder. Group? I wonder whoever is approaching is the same person Lupin had mentioned before. I turn and see the machine draw closer, spewing black smoke and roaring. I remember it from last night, a metal box on wheels, a self-propelled machine. It was called an automobile. A horseless carriage is probably the most fitting description. So fast. It screeches loudly and comes to a stop in front of me. A man covered in soot is wearing goggles and sits a seat on top of the machine. The man gets up and leaves the seat. Fire bursts out from the machine and a cloud of smoke surrounds us. Lupin quickly jumps in front of me to shield me with his body. When the blast subsides, I peek around Lupin and look at the newcomer. But we've already had a first encounter. I love you, the man shouts the response for some reason before diving underneath his vehicle. A short time later, the machine releases another huge puff of smoke as he taps it with his wrench. He stands in the smoke and looks at me. Oh, isn't he cute? He's cute. He raises his goggles and smiles at me with a suit-covered face. Earth's only natural satellite, and Impy's ultimate goal. It glows white, blue, and sometimes even red. I'm Jilly. It's nice to meet you. If you desire full service love maintenance, I can provide it. Smooth. Let me give you a tune-up of a lifetime. I love this. I love it. I'm not sure how to deal with him. As Impy wipes his grimy face with the rag, Lupin hits him in the face with a punch. Impy is cheerful while Lupin sounds annoyed. It's almost as if they're having two different conversations. The machine roars to life and spews another cloud around us. What can I say? There are lots of strange people in the world. After this rough start, the automobile runs smoothly for a while as we ride. As we go along, Lupin explains to Impy our situation and what had happened to us.
つまりお前が神のヒーローみたいな感じになっちゃったわけね。いいなぁ、羨ましい。その役俺と変われよ。
It's cute.
おい、それかよ。もっと他に驚くことがあっただろうがよ。
The conversations between Lupin and Impy always seem to go this way. I could tell they got along quite well. From time to time, the car screeches and releases a cloud of steam. It seems that this machine runs on steam power. The books in the mansion describe steam engines, and the diagrams of the steam have always included a way to vent waste steam. But this automobile doesn't have one. As Impy explained, the Neo-Steam whatever the fucks, that meant that the engines could keep steam without the tedious task of constantly stoking a fire and burning coals. That's as much as I understand from Impy's description. It all seems frightfully complicated. Still, Impy's endless chatter and Lupin's arguing serve to lift my spirits. We pass through fields, towns, and forests as the automobile runs. Although it lets out some steam from time to time, it never breaks down again. According to Lupin, it's something of a miracle it runs so smoothly. Impy's talk continues like a river, keeping up a stream of conversation. Lupin chimes in occasionally, but I can catch him nodding off once or twice. We drove for a long time, but I was never bored during the trip. The sun is now high in the sky. We finished lunch and ride for a few more hours. Lupin, who had been staring into the distance from the passenger seat, suddenly stretches. What is?
この丘を越えれば気候都市ロンドンのご登場だ。
A short while later, just as Lupin said, London appears in all of its glory. The city has sprawls ahead of us is nothing short of a I can pronounce this word. Metropolis? Doesn't matter. It's far larger than any city that I spoke of. Larger than I could ever imagine. It's amazing. Any words used to describe it fall short. Dang. See what they think of the airship is. A rigid airframe held aloft by pouches filled with a lighter than air gas. Airships in this way are setting powered by Neo-Steam. That's a hot air balloon. Okay. This is London? How did such a large city come to exist? So this game, what it does is it's steampunk. It's steam powered took off.
どんどん壁によって2つに分かれる。薪やら森やら工場やらがアウターロンドンの地域だ。ロンドンの長期エネルギー生成を一手に担う工場や荒くれ者が多い地域だ。森林類は金持ちたちの別荘でもあったりする。壁を隔てた都市の中心部がセントラルロンドン。この国の政治機関が集中しています。金持ちや権力者、貴族たちの屋敷は大体いくことだ。俺たちが住んでるのはグレーターロンドンの周辺。ある貴族の屋敷に曲がりつくような状態だ。
Lupin turns his back on us and gathers his hat and cloak as to leave. What's the matter, Lupin? You can see the wall from here? See you later. Lupin waves us and leaves. If you touch my skin, you'll melt.
あまりの美しさに忘れてた。いい女になる影があるって本当。
Empy, there's something I'd like you to tell me. What kind of person is Lupin?
ルパンのそんなに君いいルパンばっかり。あ、俺のシュートが行きたい。いいよ。ナイスビューティー。嘘ちゃんとパス。そんな冷たい目で見ないで。俺行っちゃう。というか、ルパン何も話した。よし。そんじゃお力を示し、この天才勇者 EP さんが教えてね。あいついわゆる正義の味方なんだ。